7-0 Jaguars. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A handoff to Fournette, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Looking to throw on second down. Schmidt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to throw. Schmidt out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Let's go! Gun!
Operating from the gun. Schmidt got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Fournette on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed a big hit for a loss. On second down, here's Fournette. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. From the gun on third down. Schmidt. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. Play fake to Turbin, now Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. He spins free. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's a give to Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Schmidt throwing the slant pattern here, complete. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays, exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt, he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jace Amaro, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Fournette running right, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. Schmidt. And over the middle here, Amaro. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Back there in that Philly, here we go. Back there in that Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Dumps it off to Fournette. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punt. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Luck on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll toss it to Fournette. Finding room at the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The final shot before break. Schmidt. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Again, it's Fournette. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on 3rd down. Schmidt. Hard throw, incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That's taken on the 25. Oh, some strong running. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Throwing is Love. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing?
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And it's up and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Schmidt. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Walker coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt got a man complete. It's the tight end tomorrow. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jace Amaro, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's Luck. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4.8 40.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Play action. It's Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and long, it's Luck. And that's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Still going. Now he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
No gain on the play there, second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Fournette. And he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Schmidt, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now a first down throw. Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. On 2nd and 10, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Flushed out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Luck. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And Huff reels it in. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeJuan Smoot in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Luck going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Luck. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Halfback sent in motion. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Calais Campbell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, here's Williams. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this is Moncrief for the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Clock throwing again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DeJuan Smoot in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And now out come the Jags. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.